Hi guys, today I'm setting up my new Moleskine Pocket TN. If you have watched any of my recent videos, you would have noticed that I've been experimenting with different sizes of journals and planners. I'm personally a big fan of everything small. I love miniatures, I collect a lot of miniature things, and of course this would also apply to stationery. I fell in love with Kaweco sport pens because they're so small and functional, and same goes for notebooks. So one of the small size notebooks that I've been seeing around YouTube are Moleskine pocket notebooks. I've used Moleskines for many years in A5 size for my journaling purposes, for my bullet journaling purposes, but I've never used the pocket version. And I've been seeing them and I've been getting real FOMO vibes from them because they are so adorable. They are so functional in such a small pocket size, and I've been really wanting to use them and really had my eye on them for 2023. So after some consideration, I decided to get them. And even though I'm still going to be using Hobonichi A6 in the coming year, and also some other notebooks that you can see in my videos here and there, one of the setups that I'm planning to use in the next year are Moleskines, specifically pocket size. So here I've got two of them. I got both weekly and daily Moleskine planners because, to be honest, I couldn't decide which one I like better. I've seen people use the weekly ones in really interesting and cute ways, so I did daily, and I decided to just get both of them. Luckily, they are somewhat inexpensive, and so together they look really cute, really chunky, and today I want to set them up in this brand new to me cover that I just received from the shop I got on Etsy, and we will see how cute they're gonna come out. I'm very excited, so let's do this. So as I mentioned, I've got weekly pocket Moleskine, I got daily pocket Moleskine, and I also got pocket sized TN over here. This one comes from an Etsy store, Gathered and Sown. It is a really cute one. I like that it's two colors. It has brown that will match the colors of other pocket covers that I already have, but also has gray, so it's kind of closer to all the blues and turquoises that I love using. So I think it's a perfect marriage of these two colors, and I can't wait to set it up with Moleskines. So I'm gonna set this aside for now while we're opening and reviewing Moleskines, and then we're gonna put it all together. So first one is 2023 weekly notebook diary / planner. So both of these are pocket size, meaning they are 3.5 by 5.5 inches. I got both of them in soft cover because I knew that I wanted to use them inside of a cover together, because I've noticed from videos of other YouTubers that when the notebook has a hard cover, it tends to be thicker, and therefore both notebooks would be that much thicker together. And I was concerned that the cover that I've got, or the cover that I also have incoming, I'm trying different things, I will not be able to fit them when they have hard covers. So I got both of them in soft covers. So let's open this weekly one. All right, so this planner is in black cover. They come in a few different colors, I believe, blue, maybe yellow and red, depends on the year. I decided to get both of them in black so they match with each other, plus I like black, it's very calming to me color. And these notebooks have the year embossed on the front, so then when you store them away you can tell what year it was without having to Sharpie it on or put the stickers on. And it has this carton cover on it. And this cover actually is reusable desk tool of sorts. It has a yearly calendar inside, and then you fold it and attach it to itself, and then poke a hole here, and that's your pencil holder with the calendar on the front and on the back. So that's pretty cute use of this little paper that otherwise probably would have been thrown away. All right, so in the front it says, in case of loss, please return to, with the reward, the usual thing you see in the front of planners. Has Moleskine's manifesto, Moleskine weekly notebook with the year, and in the front you have basically your personal data, your name, address, and all that. Then you have the 2023 calendar, because this notebook is for 2023. And then you have your monthly calendars. They are very, very small. So if you have a tiny handwriting, you probably will find them more useful than people with larger handwriting. I see myself fitting maybe 4 letters across here at most. So what I might do here is either use these with color coding or small stickers like I've seen other YouTubers do. Or another thing I was considering is, so after these there are pages that have different things that kind of need but not everyone uses. So 2024 calendar, which is useful. Then you have the global holidays. Again, I'm not a work traveler, so I don't know how useful this is going to be to me. Then you have time zones. Again, somewhat useful, but you can look at that on a computer. You have measures, conversions, dialing codes. Again, all of this kind of slowly, especially dialing codes, becoming irrelevant. Then you have pages for ideas and goals, traveling plans, which is pretty cute. Then you have page for my extraordinary moments this year, blank space, and then this map for inspiring journeys, so you can basically draw up your own journeys. So what I've been thinking to do, and I will see if it will work or not, I was thinking to maybe create a printable stick on here where these 2 pages will fit 1 month with bigger squares, so I could actually write something in them, make them useful, and use up some of these pages, basically stick them on the top of these pages, which I know probably will go unused. I will have to count and see if I'll have enough of these kind of miscellaneous pages for me to do that. But that's just some of the ideas I've been having as I've been watching other YouTubers review these, and find that a lot of them do not use these miscellaneous pages. So once we get through that, then there is a page here with a ruler, which could be useful sometimes. And then you have your basically kind of like a title page where it just says Moleskine Weekly Notebook 2023, and it explains you the legend of as far as the holidays, what demarcations they use for holidays, full moon, new moon, and so on. So that's pretty useful in case if you notice it and you're not sure what the demarcations are. And then you just begin with your weekly spread. So the weekly spread here, it's kind of like one from Hobonichi Weeks, where you have days of the week on this side, and then blank page basically on this side. It's lined, but it's not filled in with anything else. So it's kind of like you're gonna have your week on this side where you enter your daily tasks, and then on this side you can have notes, you can have weekly to-dos, goals, whatever you need this extra space for, because obviously here you only have limited spots for every day. One thing I wish Moleskine done differently, but I understand why they do it. It's because it's so much smaller than, for example, weeks. You have Saturday and Sunday here side by side. They are not one under another. They both basically get only half a day worth of space. I do a lot of my things on the weekends, so for me, I wish they were the same size. I saw some YouTubers solve this problem by basically extending this line this way and just making this bottom a Sunday. For all I know, I can ignore this line altogether and just make this whole page Saturday and Sunday, because I'm doing a lot of my extracurricular activities or hobbies or business related things on the weekend, so I can just dedicate this portion to weekend altogether, right? And then this one used for decoration or whatever. But that's basically how it's designed. You have on the pages that have holidays, they also, I see, put countries that have that same holidays. For example, on I guess Monday after Christmas, you have it's a holiday in these countries. 1st of January, which is obviously New Year, is holiday in all of these countries. These demarcations, again, they take up space, So I've seen some people white these out or put decorations over them. I'll see how I will deal with it. Obviously, Sunday the 1st, I don't think I'll be doing much besides spending some time with family, so I don't think it'll be a bother. But on some days, maybe it will feel like it's taking up my real estate, so to say, notebook real estate. And so then this book, the rest of this book is just all in the same manner. You have your weeks for every month, right? And you have basically weekly spread on this side, blank or lined unfilled spread on this side, and it goes on like this till the end of the notebook. You get one page marker here that keeps on folding up and not behaving. And then as we go, so it just keeps on going the same way. And in the back, I believe it has a little bit of blank pages. Yeah, so there are, let me see, there are not many. I'm sure they're there to match the binding of the notebook. So whatever extra pages are here to hold the rest of them. You have 1, 2, 3 note pages. So it's literally just, you can probably use it for pen test and I don't know, something very, very miscellaneous. And then in the back, I believe all Moleskines have that. It has some stickers, which is nice. It has ones in black, so there's just letters and question marks and all that. And then this one is in this dark turquoise blue, smiley faces and hearts and ads. So just whatever you decide to use them for. And then the red one looks more like for traveling because it has, airplanes, taking off and landing boat, trains, mountains and biking, movies. So this is more like an entertainment card. And this one is more like probably tasks. And then obviously this is to use for your month or whatever. So this is cute. And of course it has a little pocket here, which is very neat to have in that such a small size of a notebook, right? That little detail that even though it's small, it still has a rubber band to hold it together. It still has this back pocket and it has a bookmark. Very cute. And of course, the best part about these kind of notebooks, it's so perfect to hold in your hand, right? It's just neat. This comfort of holding it with both hands. And it's not heavy, it's very light, it's pocket. I mean, that's literally the size, right? That's what it's for. So next one is the daily one. And that's the one I'm most excited about because it is so chunky. And especially when people use it and put in stickers and decorations and things like that, it gets chunkier over time, kind of the way Hobonichi A6s get. And so I'm really excited to have this many pages in this little package because obviously it's a year's worth of pages in such a small notebook. So this is really adorable. Let's open it up. All right, so this one is a daily, they call it daily journaler, and it is daily diary planner. Again, just like with the weekly one, it has 2023 embossed on the notebook itself. It comes with a rubber band to keep it closed because these notebooks designed really to be carried around on their own. So they're supposed to be self-sufficient, but I'm going to use them in a package, but I still appreciate the fact that it has a rubber band. In general, I like when notebooks have rubber bands to keep them closed because I often take my notebooks, no matter the size, on the go in my backpack, and I don't want, I don't know about you, but I really hate when pages get wrinkled, like when something falls into a notebook and squishes it. Because of that, if my notebook doesn't have rubber band, I actually store it this way. But having rubber band, for me, it keeps it all together, and if you have anything inside, it keeps it inside and prevents it from falling out. So just like the weekly one, it has this little jacket with a pencil holder calendar. All right, so let's open it up. All right, so similar to a weekly one, it has in case of loss, please return with the reward. And it says here, Moleskine Daily Diary 2023. Again, you have your personal data page. And it's pretty cool, actually, especially if it's your EDC or, everyday carry notebook. You have your name, you have your email, your work address, your home, your family doctor, as well your emergency contact. Especially if you use this notebook for important health-related records, it's pretty neat to have that info here. Again, you have your yearly calendar on the front. And then you have your monthly. So each page has 1 month. In some of the notebooks, especially in the bigger planners, you often see month on 2 pages, right? So it spreads this way. But because these notebooks are small in size, I guess they wanted to make sure to use the space in the most efficient ways possible. And so you have month on the page. On each page has a separate month. And again, just like with weekly, each space is really small. So I might try the same thing as I'm thinking to do in weekly, to put to create printables that basically create month on 2 pages and just stick them on here. I will see. The book is very small, has a lot of pages, so I don't know how it will handle. And the paper itself, this is the Moleskine paper. It's slightly, I should have said it in a weekly, but it's slightly off-white, right? It's not as white as Hobonichi's, for example. But it's comfortable for an eye, right? You don't stare at the really bright white pages. I find this comforting. As I mentioned, I've used Moleskines for work to, jot down work notes for my personal purposes for many years. And again, we have here global holidays, basically in this chart, all in one place. You have your time zones. You have your dialing codes, again, your measures and conversions. And again, you have ideas and goals. You have a travel planning. I honestly would like to fill this in with more than like one thing for 2023. As we all know, last 3 years now, we haven't done much traveling, all of us collectively. So it would be nice to have at least, I don't know, maybe 3, 4. I mean, they don't have to be big travel arrangements, right? Just something close by, even, just, an hour away by the beach would be nice. And then it has a dot gridded page here, says my extraordinary moments this year. So this is really cute, especially when you keep these and look back to flip to this and see, oh yeah, I remember that. That was pretty cool. And then you have your my blank space. I mean, you can put a photo here, right? Or an image or a card. For example, if you went on a travel and you found a really beautiful card, paste it here. Sky's the limit, I imagine. And again, you have this dotted map of the world where you can just draw up your own, dream vacations or actual vacations. And you have, again, the measure here. You have a title page with Moleskine Daily Diary 2023. And again, explains you the legend for what demarcation is for public holiday, new moon, first quarter, the weather, temperature, all of that. So this one has slightly more demarcation just due to different format of the pages. And here they are. So it starts right from the first. You don't get any extra pages for, kind of planning ahead, as your new year arrives. The way, for example, Hobonichis they have a month prior, I believe, or 2 months prior, a couple months after. This one starts right on the dot. And this is your daily page. So we're looking at January 1st. And this one falls on Sunday. You have your month, you have your date. You have, again, the countries where that is a holiday because its little sun is the holiday. It is lined and it has a little cloud for you to put what temperature was, and it has a little thermometer. And I don't know if you can see it because it is pretty light and pretty small, but there are timestamps here, but there are none here. And I would have probably noticed that if I didn't see it on someone else's video, basically because this is Monday, work day, there are timestamps because, you kind of like your day has events happening through it, especially, your work day, start, finish, all that. But because this is Sunday, it's kind of like time free zone, you do not need timestamps because you're just gonna do whatever the whole day. So that's I think it's kind of cute. And at the bottom here it tells you what week this spread is. So you see each day takes up one page. Page is fully lined, so it's comfortable to write in. As much as I, for example, love graph paper, I would probably love for it to be graph paper also. I do not like notebooks with plain paper because my handwriting always ends up going down like this, and it just like unnerves me because I want it to be nice and neat. And so I appreciate that these are lined. I've seen different notebooks. I believe MD Daily has only half the page with lines and the rest of it is empty. To me, it's like I wouldn't know what to do with it. And I believe with Leuchtturm Daily, their lines go only up to here and then it's blank. Again, I don't know. I kind of like the uniformity of it, that it's lined all the way top to bottom. And that's why actually I got this one versus Leuchtturm or MD. And so basically these are your daily pages, right? You have your day of the week, month, date. If it is a holiday, you see the countries where it's a holiday, and you have your weather, little cloud, sun, and then you have a little thermometer here for your temps if that's something that you track, and you have your week number. And then if it's a work day, you have your time stamps, which are from 8 to 20. 20 is 8 in military time, so basically from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. And of course you have extra lines, so if you're one of the people who works late or a night owl like I am, you can write in the rest of them, all the way to midnight basically. And I've seen Ka I'll link to her YouTube channel on the bottom. She actually has sticky, like the washi tape, which is a stripe with timestamps, and she puts it from top to bottom, so then she uses up more, she creates more time slots for herself to work. Because, for example, if you start working at 6, you obviously you don't have the 6 a.m., you only have 8. For example, for me, I start at 6, so I need 6 and 7. So what she does by adhesing that washi tape with timestamp, she has 6, 7, 8, and so on. So that's something I'm considering as well. See if I can find those or just create them myself. And so you have basically year worth of this. And again, it's amazing how in such a small package you can have a whole year planner. And just like the weekly one, it comes with a page marker, so you can always keep it where your day is. I find it useful. I also use Midori tabs for the same purposes, but it's still nice to have one that comes, natively with the notebook. And again, as we go on, you have a week number here. So obviously, if the days are within the same week, you will see week 17, and then as you progress, it becomes week 18, and so on. So here we go. We just continue with that all the way till the end. And in the end, let's see if we get any note pages at all. Yeah, so this one is really, it's literally your dailies, and that's all you get. So as you open this last page, it's literally Sunday, December 31st. You don't get anything extra after the year ends. And you literally have one page that says notes. It's literally kind of like one of those pages that glued into the very last page. So I don't see how you can really use it for notes. But again, you can use it for pen testing here. You get this so you can test out and see which markers, which highlighters, which pens, ballpoint, gel, fountain, and so on will work with this particular paper. Because I've heard Moleskine can be a bit finicky. I've used Moleskines always with just a fountain, just with ballpoint pen and sometimes with pencil. I haven't tested out a lot of different writing instruments on here, so it'll be interesting to see what I'm gonna end up using with this. And again, in the end, just like weekly, it has a quote. Every Moleskine notebook is a book yet to be written and a story waiting to be told. So that's really cool, very inspiring for sure. And in the back, this little cutie has the pocket with another set of stickers. Again, you have your standard, your black, your dark turquoise, and red. I'm definitely gonna use black and turquoise. Red, not my favorite color, but we'll see. And put it back in here for now, and it closes up. Again, I got these in soft covers to save the space, and it has a rubber band to close it up. So here are these little cuties. As you can see, weeklies, I want to say almost like a third the size of yearly, understandably, but together they will, you know, make up this weekly / daily planning system, because as you can see, the daily one doesn't have weekly pages. It does have monthly, but they're super tiny. So I feel like the combination of weekly for like high-level plans and to-do lists will be the weekly side, and the daily side would be more of more detailed to-do lists, ideas, maybe like journaling, things like that. So I will see how that will work out. I'm actually interested myself to see how I will utilize this system. Now, the way I'm planning to use it, as I mentioned, is inside of a pocket cover. And I also am thinking to use monthly tabs on these to delineate which month the weeks are in and days are in. I have ordered some from Coffee Monsters Co. and they are on the way. I don't have them yet, so I will be setting them up off camera. And I've also seen that Midori mini tabs are actually perfectly sized for these lines. I will see which ones will work out better. I'm gonna order both, and when they come, I'll see if mini tabs from Midori will work better, or the Coffee Monsters Co. Ones will work better. We'll see. In the worst case, or in the best case, I will use one of them in here and one of them in here, so both of these will have tabs for what month they're in. So now let's set them up inside of a cover and see how it looks like. So I found this cover on Etsy, and it is again from the store called Gathered and Sown. It is handmade cover, and it is super cute. It is pocket size to fit a pocket size notebook. So as you can see, their logo is on the back, and it's very nice and soft. So inside it's a folio style, but it has rubber bands to attach. So it's like TN with a folio style pockets. So if I really want to, I can put one of them in the back, one of them in the front, use them this way, or I can fit them in these rubber bands here. So I actually looked, you know, kind of high and low for a pocket sized folder, and I actually have one coming from Jack Sparrow. I'll show it in one of the videos when it arrives. I'm super excited about that one, but I know that a lot of covers that I've got before were made out of the firmer leather, and even though I love the structure, like my passport one is very firm and holds the structure really well, I also wanted to have a softer cover for the pocket, specifically because I wanted to be like chunky and kind of hug it. And so when I was looking on Etsy, I saw these covers and I could tell that the leather was on the softer side, and it is. And I like that it has these pockets because they help it to keep the structure, you know, to keep its shape without flopping too much while being soft at the same time. So let's see how it fits. First, I'm gonna take the daily ones. I'm just gonna leave the, I guess, in the back. I know some people cut these off. I will keep them for now. Let me see if I can just like wrap them around the back. No, it's not gonna completely get rid of them, but at least put them away somewhat. And then I'm gonna use this very last one, and I'm gonna fit it through the last page. As you can see, it fits perfectly. I actually like them to be even more snug than that, to be like really flush with the cover, but this is perfect too, because if I ever decide to try on Luctrum, which is a little bit taller than this, I think it will fit in here perfectly, because this is 5.5 and MLA Luctrum is 6 or maybe 6.5, but either way, either one of the pockets will fit perfectly in here. So now let me do the same one, same thing with this one. And I will fit this one through the front. Let's see how that fits. Okay, and then, I don't know, should I like join them with a thing? No, that's probably gonna look weird. Okay, we're just gonna leave it leave it like that for now. Okay, let's first see that fit test. Yeah, so it's fitting perfectly. Nothing is sticking out. And that's one of the reasons also why I wanted to have a floppy cover, because when you have a really firm leather cover, it will keep its shape and kind of like dictate the shape. I wanted the cover to be able to hug around the notebooks and for notebooks to dictate the shape, and that's the case here. As you can see, it's still trying to do like this roundy thing, but I hope that with time, especially with having it closed like this, that it will get trained to hug more squarely around the notebooks. It's kind of cute. What do you think? Of course, now I realize, and I mean, I'm pretty sure I knew that when I ordered it, but I kind of forgot that it does not have a pen holder. I wish it did have a pen holder here, but it's not a big deal because I have a pen holder clip that came with TN that I ordered a while ago with the Passport TN, so I can clip it either here or I can clip it on the top and keep the pen in here this way. I haven't decided yet what pen I will be using with this. I have a whole bunch of different pens, and you know, luckily I have no shortage of those. It of course will also depend what pen the Moleskine paper handles well. I suspect it will be some version of ballpoint pen, and I don't know, maybe I'll use the you know, the jet stream in here, you know, like this. The cool thing is that because the cover sticking out a little bit here, it kind of hides the pen in it, so the pen is not sticking out on the side. And so I might use that with maybe a pen holder. Also, I'm thinking now that I'm looking at it, I don't know how awkward it's gonna be, but to me, I think the pen will sit here really well if the pen holder will be in the middle rather than on the side. So I might either get one of those rubber pen holders and stick them on the front page or the inside of the front or something like that. Or perhaps I've seen on Sarah Martinez's channel, she had a pen holder that is a card, a pocket-sized card that has pen holder attached to it, and then you just insert card in here, and it's just basically holds your pen. It's not permanently attached, but you're free with where you insert it. You can insert it in the beginning or an end or in the middle, and your pen just basically follows. So I'm loving it. I think it's super cute. I love the leather on this cover. It's very, very soft and very cuddly. And I like that I can see that I can totally fit another insert here, which one of the things I was kind of hoping for. Like, I knew that I wanted to fit 2 of these notebooks, but I wasn't sure if it will have enough space to fit anything else. Looks like this one totally can. I almost feel like I can probably fit either another one of thickness of notebooks like this, which is basically I can get a regular Moleskine notebook, just the one that I think it's like 192 pages, and stick it right in the middle here. And what it will do, it will expand it, make it chunkier, but then it will make it even more flash, which what I like more. And or I can have like a wallet insert or like a sticker holder or photo holder in here. So that makes me really happy, because I was a little bit worried that maybe this cover was like strict pocket, because it's not a pocket plus, it's just pocket, and I was worried that it might not be able to fit more than just these 2 notebooks, but it looks like that it totally can. So I'm loving this setup. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm thinking that I will keep these notebooks in here. I will leave it maybe under a heavy book to train it. So just let it basically sit like this, so it gets used to being square. And then when 2023 will arrive, it will be ready for its use. I'm really excited about it. I think it's so adorable. What do you think? I mean, I'm loving this leather, by the way. Very, very smooth, very, very nice craftsmanship. It's nicely stitched around. I believe they I don't know if they hand stitch it, but either way it looks really nice. I like how these 2 chunky monkeys fit in here. Really cute, and I'm looking forward to using this in 2023. I don't know, I've been really obsessed with very small sized planners and pocket journals, and I think this little baby will make a perfect companion and perfect member of the 2023 lineup. So this is my first of my 2023 planners / journals, and there are a few more to come. If you want to see which ones, please come back to the channel, but until then, please like, please subscribe. Again, let me know in the comments what you think about the setup, how you use daily Moleskine pocket if you do, how you use your weekly one. Let me know of your favorite accessories to use with these tabs, what your favorite pens to use on this paper. Leave me a comment in the comments down below. I cannot wait to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next video, and until then, you take care. Bye.